Hello everyone, Daisy here again with another layout for Spiegel Mom Scraps. Today I'm using the One in a Melon sequin mix again. I really love this mix. It's a mix of pink and green and there's some black ones in there and it's just gorgeous. So what I'm starting out with is this heart background and I'm using just some white acrylic paint and kind of toning down the hearts in the back. I'm using the cut file. You see those pencils off to the side. That is the old school cut file that is free at the Spiegel Mom Scrap shop. So if you weren't aware that there are quite a few different free cut files that you can get from the shop. And this is one of them that has a bunch of different icons on it, and I decided to do kind of like a back to school-esque layout. It's really not a school layout, but it made me think of it. So there was a little bit of warping because this heart paper is pretty thin. This is a Me and My Big Ideas paper. And so I just took a scrap piece of cardstock and glued it onto the back to kind of firm it up a little bit. So the next thing I'm doing is cutting some thin strips of fun foam, and I am putting them around the pencil here, and I'm trying to make a shaker pocket, and I quickly realized that I forgot to put the acetate down first. So I'm going to pull this all up and then put the acetate down, and I'm just going to use a dot glue runner to adhere it down, and then I will put the fun foam back on. So I cut out some green foam and some pink foam because I'm going to be using green and pink sequins, and so I wanted the colors to match just in case it kind of showed through a little bit. That way it's not as noticeable. Like if I had used, I don't know, like a yellow and it's just sticking out a little bit, if you don't get it lined up perfectly, you can sometimes see it in your shaker pockets. So that's why I'm matching the colors to the colors that I'm going to be backing the pencils with. And here I'm just using the dot glue runner to adhere down the acetate. And the acetate that I use to make shaker pockets is actually scrapbook inserts. That's not right. The sleeves that you put them in when you put them in your album. I get them from Walmart. I think you get like 10 or 25 for $5. And so I just use those to make my shaker pockets. They're pretty decent quality and they're affordable. So it works out perfectly. And they work really well with the fuse tool as well. So here I have taken some green sequins and filled in that green pencil, and I'm just working on finding some papers to back the pencil with. I wanted to use a pattern paper that matched the sequins so that it looks like it's a green pencil. So I picked this green piece, and that is from the Dear Lizzie Stay Colorful. Yeah, the Stay Colorful collection. And so I'm just going to cut it out here so that it fits in the background. And then the pink paper, I'm not sure where it came from. It's just a scrap that was in my bin, and so it matched okay, so I went with that one. I'm just going to use some Tombow Mono Multi to adhere this down. And then I'm going to set it off to the side to dry and work on the pink one. And I'm going to do the same thing with the pink one. Put the acetate down, put the pink fun foam around the edges, and then fill it with the pink sequins. So if you haven't already, you should head on over to Facebook and join the 15 Minutes to Scrap with Spiegel Mom Scraps Facebook group. There are a lot of fun things going on there. You get to see when there's new releases. We do a monthly sketch, and there's just a lot of interesting things going on, and plus it's a place where you can go to find all of the Sparklers design team layouts. Also, Instagram is another great place to find some sequin inspiration, and again, you'll be able to get a heads up when there's sales or new sequin releases coming out. So you should definitely head on over and follow Spiegel Mom Scraps in both of those places. So here you can see I have completed the pencils, and I used some wood grain paper and a little piece of pink scrap and just backed the rest of the pencils with it. And I did speed up the next few parts of this really fast because here I'm just putting down the sequins. I'm not gluing them down, I'm just placing them down just to see how I like the layout. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to stitch it. And I have this sped up pretty fast because it took me quite some time, and I'm sure you've seen stitching before. So all I'm doing is I'm feeding through and I'm putting a sequin on each hole that I poked. So I'm going to apologize if you can hear my kids in the background. It's just, you know, life, so they're trying to be quiet. So I'm just going to continue to stitch all of these down, and then I only do the pink on camera, and then I go off camera and finish the green ones. So now what I did is I laid out all of the sequins so that it looked like the pink pencil is drawing this line. I thought it would be a fun touch to make it look like that, and I did do a little loop heart just with the pink ones. Otherwise I just do some loop-de-loops. And I just adhere my threads down with some washi tape on the back, just so that they don't come apart. And I'm almost finished here, and then here you'll get to see the finished images there. So these pictures are two pictures of Evie, my youngest daughter, and she is, we were at the YMCA waiting for dance lessons to get over, and she's just coloring in a notebook, which is something she does a lot, and she's also watching something on her phone at the same time, which is kind of a common thing that happens. So, you know, you do what you can to keep them busy while you're waiting for 45 minutes for dance lessons to get over. So I wasn't sure what to title this, so I asked Christy, and she said that I should do watch, create, repeat, and I liked that. So then I'm pulling out these black thickers. I have 3 different fonts, and they're all, you know, American craft thickers. So I'm just going to kind of lay these out. And I do end up having to change the font that I have watch in because I don't have enough ease in my other one. So just adding, and this is where I'm realizing I don't have any ease, so I'm going to change out watch and make that font be repeat. And I'm going to use this other little font for watch. And I really love how this turns out. It kind of goes from smallest to biggest, and I just think it looks really cool. So, and then I'm going to back the photos on the matching pattern paper that I used for the pencils, and that's pretty much it. I was going to try to do some other embellishing, but really I just like how the pencils and the sequins are the embellishments. I didn't really feel like it needed anything else. So that's pretty much going to be the end of my layout. I hope you enjoyed watching. Excuse me. Again, head on over to the 15 Minutes to Scrap Facebook group and join there, and the Instagram account. And remember, you can always use my code Daisie15 to get 15% off your next order in the shop. And don't forget to go check out the free cut files that are available too. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye!